Have you been debating on starting to stack precious metals? Have you been wondering, is it something that you should do? But in this video, I'm going to tell you 3 mistakes that a lot of new stackers make. So stick around so you don't make them as well. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the journey. In this video, we're going to discuss 3 common mistakes that a lot of new stackers make, including myself. And the first thing was waiting too long to start. If you've been debating for a while whether or not you want to even start stacking precious metals, what are you waiting for? One of the biggest things that folks wait for is the price to come down. Well, sadly, I need to tell you that the price changes every single day. Some days it goes up, some days it goes down. And if you're waiting for that perfect time to get started, for that bottom price, you could possibly be waiting a very, very long time. We have no control over what the price of these metals do. So waiting to time the market just right for that price to come down for your entry point that you want could take a long, long time. Waiting for that to happen, in my opinion, is a bad idea. If you've been debating on starting precious metals and you think that it's something you want to do, then just start doing it, regardless of the price. I know to some people that might sound like a stupid choice, but once you're in and you start buying things, over the course of time, your prices will average out. If you spend the same amount of money on a regular basis, then your overall pricing will average out. So whether you start in at a higher point or a lower point, you're going to meet somewhere in the middle. So if it's something you've been debating and you believe that you're ready to start, then just do it. Don't worry about the starting price, just start. The second thing I gotta caution people against is overspending. A lot of times you walk into a coin shop or onto a website and you see something that you're really attracted to. You just order it or you just pick it up without comparing the price to others. Before you start buying, I suggest look in your immediate area. Figure out how far you're willing to drive. So if you're willing to drive an hour, then look on Google Maps and search within 60 miles of where you live, thereabouts, and see how many coin shops or bullion dealers are in the area. And check all of them. Take a day, a week, or whatever it takes to go around to each one, see what they carry, the average price of things, compare them all against each other. Some of them will have higher premiums on things like coins from mints, like Perth Mint and the US Mint and Mexican Mint, actual coins. Some people have higher premiums on things like generic rounds. But you never know. You might get lucky and find one who has great prices on all of them. But if you don't know the pricing difference between the different stores, regardless of what the price is overall for the day, then you won't know who's got the best price. And one thing to tell you what that best price is you taking the time to compare them. After you do it for a little while, you'll find the stores that you prefer to go to or the websites you prefer to go to, and you're okay with the prices that they're doing. It's never fun to find out that you've been purchasing for a few months and then you find somewhere that has much better pricing and you realize, I could have bought so much more for my money. So make sure you take the time, go ahead and put in the effort and learn the pricing for different places and different websites before you make purchases. Impulse buying can sometimes get you in trouble. So you have to be disciplined and stick to your budget. Having budget means a lot when you're trying to get yourself a good amount of weight. So make sure you stick to that budget as you go for your purchases. And last but not least, learn the basics. I said this one last, but it's actually the very first one you should do. Learn the basics, the information that you need to know to get the right pricing, to know what to look for. Things like the word spot price or premiums. The difference between coins, rounds, bars. There's quite a different avenue of pricing for each one. Say for instance, you look at coins. Well, this is a coin. If it has a denomination on it, basically it's a coin. It's made by a sovereign mint with a denomination. Okay, there's more details to that, but yes, that's the basics of a coin. A round Looks like a coin. It's round. Myself, I still call these coins on a regular basis, but even though it's not, this is made by a private mint and there is no denomination. So that's round. Then of course you have bars. Of course it looks like a bar. You have hand poured pieces, like this little bar here is a hand poured piece. This little guy back here is a hand poured piece. And they're all going to have different prices. You get into the custom stuff, it can get quite expensive. So you have to figure out, okay, am I dealing with a coin? Am I dealing with a round? Which one do I prefer? Do I prefer the bars? You have to know the difference between all of them so you know how the pricing works for each one of them. That pricing is determined by the spot price. The best way to figure out what the spot price is to look on Kitco, or at least that's what I use. That'll give you the bid and the ask price. There's a lot of details in there, and I do suggest that you do your research. But if you just want a rough estimate of the spot price of the day, most of your bullion dealers on their websites at the very top of the site will have a list of the spot price for each of the different metals. So if you're getting ready to go into a coin shop, you can bring up Hero Bullion or SD Bullion or APMEX or any of them. Look at the top and you can see, okay, today silver is going for $22.37. Of course, that's not today's price, but that's where you would look, and you'd have a rough number in your brain. Okay, I shouldn't pay more than X number of dollars over spot for the coin that I want or for the round that I want. And that difference over spot is what's known as the premium. The premium is the price that you pay over the spot price of the metal. Some things you can get as cheap as a couple dollars over spot. Some things, like an American Silver Eagle, can be $10 or even $15 over spot depending on where you go. And then you get things like custom pieces and collectibles. The premium and the spot prices really don't have anything to do with those. Those are a category of their own. But that's really what I wanted you to pay attention to. Those three main things. Don't wait too long. Don't try and time the market. Don't overspend. Stick to whatever budget that you decide to set. And learn the basics of it all. Those three things will keep you in a happy place when it comes to silver stacking or precious metal stacking. Now, I am no financial advisor. This is just my opinion on this subject. I've made plenty of mistakes. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make plenty more. But I enjoy it. I'm having a lot of fun just going out and finding new pieces. So I'm just trying not to overdo it. And you should do the same. But that's what I've got for you in this one. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video with me. And if you enjoyed it, remember, comment down below and let me know what you think of this video and the information within. Don't forget that this Saturday is the Raleigh Money Expo. And we're going to be going up there to the coin show, myself, Chuck Stacks, and Silver and Gold Stack Attack. We're going to be up there hanging out and having a great time. So come out and hang out with us. We'd love to meet you. But thank you again for watching this video, and as always, I thank you for following along on my silver journey. God bless.